Schools are places of learning. Well, here, young people gather to study subjects like mathematics, history, science. They learn to read and to write. They memorize facts and practice skills that society deems important for them to know. This is the curriculum that we all recognize. It is the visible, stated purpose of the institution. We see it in textbooks, lesson plans. It is what teachers are hired to teach and what students are expected to learn. This formal education is fundamental to the development of an individual and the progress of a community, one that is not written down in any official document. This curriculum is taught through the very structure of the school day itself. It is communicated through the rules, the routines, the physical environment. These elements are not accidental. They are design choices. And these choices work together to shape not just what students know, but how they behave. They instill habits, attitudes, a particular way of seeing the world, and one's place within it. This essay will explore the idea that our school system is not broken. Instead, it is functioning exactly as it was designed to function. It is an intricate system, refined over generations, to produce a certain kind of individual. It teaches obedience. The blueprint for the modern school system has deep roots in history. It emerged during a time of great societal change, the Industrial Revolution. As factories rose and cities grew, a new kind of workforce was needed. The economy required individuals who were punctual, who could follow instructions without question, who could tolerate repetitive tasks for long hours. The agricultural rhythms of the past were no longer sufficient. A new system was needed to prepare a population for the synchronized, time-driven world of industrial production. The architects of public education looked to the most efficient model of their time, the factory. They designed schools to mirror the industrial workplace. Students were organized into batches based on their age, much like raw materials sorted for processing. They moved from one station or classroom to another at predetermined intervals. The teacher acted as a supervisor, delivering a standardized set of information and ensuring the process ran smoothly. The goal was uniformity and efficiency, producing a predictable output of graduates ready to enter the workforce. This model was incredibly successful in achieving its original objective. It helped to create a literate and disciplined workforce that fueled unprecedented economic growth. The system was designed to sort individuals, identifying those who could follow rules and progress through the system, and those who could not. It was a machine for social engineering, preparing most for a life of labor and a few for roles in management. The habits learned in the classroom, sitting still, listening to a superior, moving at the sound of a bell, were the very same habits required on the factory floor. While our economy has changed dramatically since that time, the basic structure of our schools has remained remarkably consistent. The world of today is less about industrial assembly lines and more about information, creativity, and collaboration. Yet, the legacy of the factory model persists in the architecture of our schools and the rhythm of the school day. We are still educating our young in a system designed for a different era. This is not because the system has failed, but because its design is so deeply embedded and continues to function, for better or worse, as intended. By observing the design of a typical school, one can begin to understand the behaviors it is intended to create. We will look at the simple, everyday components of school life. We will examine rows of desks ringing bells, standardized tests, final diploma. At the end of the long journey through the school system, a student receives a diploma. This piece of paper is a powerful symbol. On the surface, it certifies completion of required study. It suggests a level of knowledge across subjects, but its true function is often less about that knowledge and more about the signal it sends. A diploma is a credential, a form of communication to employers and society. The message is simple and effective. It signals the holder is a certain kind of person. It says, "I have successfully navigated a complex bureaucratic system for more than a decade. I have shown up on time. I have followed instructions. I have met deadlines. I have deferred to authority. I have endured tasks that were not always interesting. I have learned to compete with my peers for grades and recognition." An employer may not care about details like the Peloponnesian War, but they care that a candidate is reliable, obedient, and will work within structure. Consider the typical classroom environment. The most common arrangement is desks in neat, forward-facing rows. This is perhaps the most iconic image of schooling. Like many other elements of the institution, this layout is a deliberate design choice. It has a profound effect on the behavior of those within the space. The geography of the classroom is not neutral. It is engineered to promote a specific kind of interaction and to reinforce a particular power structure. It is a physical manifestation of the hidden curriculum at work. When students are seated in rows, their attention is naturally directed toward a single point at the front of the room, the teacher. The teacher is the focal point, the source of information and authority. This arrangement makes it very easy for the teacher to monitor the students, to see who is paying attention and who is not. It creates a dynamic of broadcasting, where knowledge flows in one direction, from the expert to the novices. It is a highly efficient layout for delivering lectures and maintaining order over a large group of individuals. This configuration actively discourages other forms of interaction. Communication between students is limited. The school day is not a fluid, continuous experience. It is a landscape fragmented by sound. The sharp, impersonal ringing of a bell dictates the beginning and end of every activity. This bell is not a gentle suggestion. It is a command. It signals when to start learning. It signals when to switch subjects. It signals when to stop. It tells students when to move from one room to another. It tells students when to eat. It tells students when to go home. The clock, enforced by the bell, is the ultimate authority in the school, governing the movements of everyone within its walls. This rigid segmentation of time teaches a profound and lasting lesson. It teaches that life is to be lived according to an external schedule, not an internal one. Measurement is at the heart of the school system. From a young age, students are subjected to a constant stream of quizzes, tests, examinations. Their performance is then distilled into a simple metric: a letter, a percentage, a number. This grade becomes the official record of their learning. It is a powerful tool that shapes a student's experience, their opportunities, their perception of themselves. Like the diploma, the grade is a form of communication, a signal that is understood by everyone in the system: students, parents, teachers, administrators.